Hey everybody, this is Chuck Marone with Strong Towns. I'm out in the park late at night, and I got my buddy Gryffindor with me. He's like, "Why are you talking, dude? I only usually talk when we're on walks when I want his attention." Now he's like, "What? You don't want my attention? What's going on?" I I want to talk about lighting. I have this obsession with lighting because I think we do it so mindlessly, and this park is like a great example of how we do that. I'm standing under the light right now, so you can see me. I was going to record this while I was walking up here, but you couldn't see me when I was walking up here, and that's actually what I want to talk about. Um, Lighting is one of these things that is so subtle, yet so important how we do it. There's been a lot of talk and discussion about making uh, public spaces more, let's say, female friendly. I know my daughters talk about this all the time. Like, yeah, Dad, you can go for a walk at 11 o'clock at night because you're a guy, but I can't do that because I'm a woman. And I get that. Like, I understand that. Yet, a lot of that here in this space is caused by the lighting. I mean, just look at what has happened here. We have this big light. Let me try to get right here in the middle of the park. It is the same kind of light that we put up at the street corner, right, to light up the intersection. We put it here in the middle of the park, and the idea is that this light will just, this lamp will just splay light all over, and that will make things, visible for people. And the thing is if you're standing under the light, you can see it's very, very visible, right? Like, yeah, it's really visible. But the reality is it kind of glares in your eyes. It kind of it actually makes it so you can't see anything else. And then the problem is, as soon as you step out of the light, as soon as you get over here, and I'm on the sidewalk right now, like I'm walking through the sidewalk, I'm walking along the sidewalk, you are in shade, you're in shadow. And so what this kind of lighting does, this intense, the camera lost track of me. It's like, where are you, dude? Let me go over here. You can see me again. What happens when you have this kind of shadow? Here I am. Come on back over here. There we go. The tracker doesn't want to find me anymore. All right, here we go. What happens when you have this kind of lighting is that it creates these deep, dark shadows all over the place. You spend a lot of money for this kind of lighting. Like this just kind of, this obscene level of light. And yes, you light up this spot, but you make everything else dark, everything else not in it. Let me turn a little bit here because we built this building. Let me see if we can get that in the background there. We built this building, and we put these obnoxious lights on the side, like torch lights on the side, the kind you would just get at like Home Depot or something. Like, bam, lighting everywhere. And I asked, like, why do we do that? It's just glare. It's just as obnoxious. And the answer was, well, we've got cameras on there. We want to be able to see if someone breaks in. We got to have the door lit up like that. Well, you could easily put some type of baffle over the top of that and point the light downward so that you would light up the door, but not create shade, huge dark spots all over the park. Lower lighting that is, in a sense, below your eyes, lights up the path where you're walking, but it doesn't blind you, and it doesn't create deep, dark spots throughout. This park would be much safer. It would feel much more natural to walk through at night. For men and for women, you wouldn't be scared if you could actually see what was going on, because the park is actually pretty open. The trees are kind of, trimmed up. There isn't a lot of, during the day, a lot of like hiding places where people could jump out at you. But at night, it's about 30% lit up like the DMZ, right? And the other 70% is just dark, dark, dark shade. We can do better with lighting. And if you want to build a nice place, if you want to build a pleasant place, take the time to look at where the light creates glare, where the light creates shadow. And actually, if it's just a place like a park for people, bring the lighting down to below eye level so that it shines the path but doesn't glare in people's eyes and doesn't create that shadow, you will have a much safer, much better looking place.